everyone and welcome back to Bitbenders. I'm Vinita Rani and I'm here to explain about inheritance in Python. So inheritance is nothing but acquiring the properties of base class or parent class to the subclass or child class. Now in this video we will see what are the types of inheritance and what are its syntaxes and what are the uses of this inheritance. So there are mainly 5 types of inheritance. First is single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchy inheritance and hybrid inheritance. First one is single inheritance, in which child class inherits from the single parent class. That is, all the properties that are in parent class will be acquired to the child class from only single parent. Here you can observe in single level inheritance you will create a class of parent and you will give some statement blocks, and next you will create a child class, and here in child class in parenthesis you will be mentioning the parent class name, that is parent, because to inherit or to acquire the properties of parent class, the child class should include the class name of parent class, and then you will be writing the inherits from parents. So for that, you can observe here, first I am giving a class name, that is animal. For an example, you can observe here in parent class I have taken the parent as animal, and here I'm defining a function named speak, and it will print animals can make sounds. And next I'm creating a child class, that is dog of animal. Here I am specifying the name of the parent class in child class so that it can acquire the properties of parent class. And I'm creating a function that is def bark, that is dog's bark, and it will print dog barks woof. Now I will create a object of child class, not parent class, and here I am creating an object D and I am pointing it to the child class, and from child class I can even access the properties or the function or methods or variables in parent class by D, that is my object dot speak. It is a function or method in parent class, and as it is inherited to the child class by the parent class, so I can access it through child class, and I'm accessing the another definition, and here I can access another method of the child class. Now when I run this, you can observe animals can make sounds. So here you can observe animals can make sounds. It is from the parent class which I accessed it through the object created for child class. In this way, in single level inheritance, the child will inherit the properties of single parent. Next type is multiple inheritance. In this, a class inherits from 2 or more parent classes. That is, the child class gets properties or features from all the parents. And then the only disadvantage here is that it may lead to ambiguity. Example, both parents have a method. If it have same methods or else a method with same names, it can be little too complicated. And then let's see example for it. In multiple inheritance, you can observe that a single child will get properties or the features from 2 or more parents. So here base classes will be many, but the child classes will be only one. That is, the child inherits the properties from 1 or more parent classes. So you can observe here I'm creating a base class and I'm writing the statement blocks here, and next another base class and then the child class, and here I'm giving 2 base class names so that the child can acquire the features of both parents. Now for an example, you can observe here, first I'm creating a class of father and I'm writing a method here, and it prints this is father class, And next I'm creating a class for mother, and here I'm giving a print statement that is this is a mother class. And next I'm creating a child class which inherits the properties of both mother and father classes. And here in child class I'm giving both mother and father because it needs to inherit from both. And I'm giving a method that prints this is child class, and I'm creating a object of child class. Here I'm creating the object only for the child class, not for the parent class, neither for father class nor for mother class. And I'm accessing the object of father class using the object created for child class. In the same way, I'm accessing the mother class method using the object created for child class and accessing its own method. And when I print this, you can observe here first I have called the method of father class, so it will be printed this is father class, then the mother class, this is mother class, then the child class, this is child class. But here I have accessed them through the object created only for the child class. So this is here as the features of two or more parent classes or base classes are acquired to only one child class, it is known as multiple inheritance. And then the next is multi-level inheritance. In this, a chain of inheritance where a class derives from a derived class. That is, you can understand it in such a way that some features will be derived from grandfather to father, and these can be accessed to child. This you can understand as some properties are acquired to father class through the grandfather class, and these all properties or features are accessed or acquired to the child class through the father class. Now for an example, here you can see the syntax for multi-level inheritance is first I will be creating a class for grandpa and I'll be writing the block statements. Then another class of parent where it will acquire the properties of grandparent. So I will be writing here grandparent and some blocks, statement blocks. And then I'll be writing the child class where it will acquire the properties from parent where it has acquired some properties from grandparent. That is the base class. This is the first derived class and then this is the second derived class. Now let's see an example. First I'm creating a class of grandfather where I'm giving a method and that prints this is grandfather class, and next a derived class from grandfather, that is father class, and I'm giving here another method which prints this is father class, and next the derived class from father which is already derived from grandfather. Here I will be giving a method which prints this is son class. Now I'm creating an object for child class or the son class, and I will access the method from grandfather using the object created for child class. In the same way, I'll be accessing the method of father from the object created for son class, and I'll be accessing its own method. Now when I run this, you can observe here I have accessed the grandfather method from the child class as it is already acquired to the father class, so I can acquire it through child class. And then the next type is hierarchical inheritance, in which multiple child classes are inherited by one base class or a single parent. Let's see an example. Here you can see first I have created a class for parent and some statement blocks, and next I have created a class for child 1 where it inherits the properties of parent and have some derived classes. It is the first derived class, and then I'm creating a second class for second child which also acquires the properties of the same parent or base class. Now let's see an example. First I'll be creating a parent class or the base class and write a method in it which prints parent class, and next I'm going to create a class for child 1 which inherits the properties of parent. So I'm writing here parent and I'm creating a method here which whose name is shout, and it prints I'm first child, and same for second child, but I'm creating a method name says, where it prints I'm second child. Now I'll create a object for first child and for second child. For first child I'm creating with name D, and for second child I'm creating with variable C. And from the first child I can access the method of parent by using object name dot method of parent class, and same for the second. Now when I run this, you can observe here parent class, I have accesses through the object created for first child and same for second child. And the next type is hybrid inheritance. Here the combination of two or more types of inheritance is observed, and it can cause ambiguity resolved by method resolution order in Python. And when we compare these inheritance types, the first one, that is single inheritance, it's simple and limited reusability. But whereas multiple inheritance, it is powerful. But whereas multiple inheritance, it is powerful but complex and ambiguous. And whereas multi-level inheritance, it extends features, creates dependencies. And hierarchy inheritance, it organizes related classes efficiently. And next, hybrid inheritance. It is flexible, complex, but it is hard to maintain. What are the advantages of using inheritance is that it is helps in co-reusability, and it is organized, and is extensible and polymorphizable. And I want to conclude that inheritance is essential for effective object-oriented programming design. Choosing the right path depends on the need. Thanks for watching.